lovers, how are you doing today? So I'm super excited for this video because I recently started watching a new YouTuber. Her name is Too Much Tash. I will leave her channel down below, but she basically talks about like not buying makeup. She does panning videos, like using up what you have, all those kind of videos. So that's not normally the type of channel that I'm attracted to, just because I really like hauls and buying new makeup and talking about new makeup and getting more and more and more and like what's the newest thing, which is unfortunately a problem for a lot of us. So I've kind of just been watching her videos, and she did not buy makeup for the entire year of 2017. I know that I cannot do that, even though I'm like 15 days strong, but I'm definitely not holding myself to that. But I am kind of following some of like the rules that she made. Like she talked about like ways to not buy as much, and she said that she went through, she calculated everything in her collection and like the total value, and that was like a reality check for her. So I did the same thing. It was so much. I literally like died inside a little. I like wanted to crawl in a hole. Like I cannot even speak the number that it was. So I was like, okay, you know, I need to stop buying new makeup. I need to stop buying things just because I want them, just because they're beautiful. Like if I already have the shades, you know, I just need to stop buying stuff for just for the fact of like trying something new when I have so much old stuff. So this is going to be my favorite. So this is going to be my very first project pan. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I like don't know, like, can I go through with this? Like, but I really want to try. So I went ahead and went through my collection, and I mostly focused on things that are not cruelty-free, products that are a little bit old, products that I feel like are already kind of low, so they'll be easy to get through. So that's kind of what I went and did, and then I just decided, like, I'm just gonna try this. I have everything in my little organizer here, and then I have a palette to the side also, and I just figure like I'm not going to be too like super hard on myself, but I am going to have it with my everyday makeup stuff so I can remind myself to continually use these products. So first off, I have the Hard Candy Hydrating Primer Mist Setting Spray. I did like this when I first used it, and I still think it's a decent product, but it kind of has like a funky, like not funky, but it just has a strong smell to it. I would say that I'm like right about here right now, so it's not that far to go, and it's a setting spray, so I think that I'll use this relatively quickly, and I'm just going to use this. Actually I think this, yeah, this is a primer mist, so that's what I'm going to use it for. So next I have two foundations, and I decided to do two instead of one because the Matte and Poreless foundation is almost out. I can't really see where it's at because it's like all on the bottle, but I would assume it's like probably around like here. So there's not 10 left in that, and that's what I am wearing today. And then I also have the Nars, this is their All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade Siberia, which I love this shade. And I figure, you know, I wear foundation like for when I'm filming videos at night, and I literally only wear it for like an hour and then I take it off afterwards. So I mean, I may as well use foundations that I either don't like or can't recommend because they're cruelty free, so that way, you know, I'm not wasting foundations that I truly love, and I can wear those for like longer periods of time. So next I have a concealer, and I'm trying to work through all my concealers because the only concealer that I truly love is the Tarte Shape Tape. That is my absolute favorite concealer in the entire world, but this is okay. That's what I'm wearing today. I did notice it creasing a little bit. It's a little bit darker than I would like, but I can still get away with it. So this is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer in 10, and this is probably the lightest concealer that I have from the drugstore. It's so hard to find light concealers, but I just figured I'd throw this in. So I actually have two lipsticks. One is the MAC lipstick in Peach Blossom, which is like a like super sheer light pinky natural shade, which I figure I can throw in my purse. It's actually upstairs right now, so I don't have it on me, but the other one is from J.Lo, and this is my favorite lipstick of life. You guys can see how much I have left. This is the J.Lo's Nude lipstick. It's literally the perfect shade. Literally everything about it is so amazing. Like, it's so soft, it's so creamy, it's like just like a perfect like semi-glossy finish. I love this lipstick so much, but figure may as well get through that. And then I have two samples here I wanted to get through. One is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, which I was super excited for, but then like my dog chewed on it, it got cracked. Like, this little face primer has been through a lot. And I haven't used that much of it. I used it today, and it reminds me a lot of the Glossier Priming Moisturizer Rich. But I think that this will be super easy to get through and just use it as a primer. And then the other little sample that I have is a little Nars Orgasm, which I have used this quite a bit because I really like this shade, but it's just a tiny little blush, so hopefully it'll be easy to get through also. So I have a few different products from ColourPop because ColourPop Super Shock formula does go bad, and I like seriously regret the amount of like single eyeshadows I bought from ColourPop because they're starting to go dry, and I'm like, I definitely have not gotten my use out of them. Like there's some I have like not even opened, so I wasn't thinking, like time just goes by so fast, but I'm trying to go ahead and get use out of my ColourPop stuff. And then I don't know, I might like buy like one of like each shade that I really like I would definitely repurchase Lunch Money in the future, but I'm gonna go through all the shades that I have first because I just don't want to like waste them, you know. So this first one is Lunch Money Super Shock Cheek. This is already hitting pan, which is exciting, but hopefully I will finish that up. Also, I have the blush in between the sheets. This was one of the first products I got from ColourPop, and it is so dry. Like I tried to use it today and it was kind of impossible with a brush, so I'm going to try with like a little small beauty blender. I'm going to try with my fingers and see what I can do because I have 4 blushes from ColourPop and I barely use them. I mean, I use them a little bit, but just not enough to justify, like, I don't know, I'm just see, this is like, it was such a reality check when I was going through my entire collection. I was like, what are you doing with your life? So I'm trying to just narrow down to stuff that I truly, truly love and not like just having a big collection just to have a big collection, you know? And then the eyeshadow that I chose just to start off with and try and go through is I Heart This, but I'm not like dead set on this eyeshadow. It's just that I want to use my ColourPop eyeshadows, so as long as I'm using one a day, like one per makeup look, I'm like, at least that'll be something. I do have this on right now on my eyelids. It was a little hard to work with because again it's starting to get dry, but it is such a beautiful, beautiful shade, so hopefully I can use some of that up. I also have a MAC paint pot. This is the shade Soft Ochre. I used to love these. I had Painterly and then I decided to ditch that for the shade Soft Ochre, and this actually does have like a good amount of dentage in it because I used it for a long time. I used it today and I have to say I'm not impressed because my eyeshadow faded and creased throughout the day, so I think I need to set this. I didn't set it today because I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, I just figure I would go through and use that up just for the heck of it because I mean, it's just an eyeshadow primer. I use one every single day, so that's what I was like trying to like just do things that would be easy to use up. Another product is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I use this as bronzer because it's too dark for me as a highlight, and I don't know, I even used it as a bronzer today. I mean, I think it looks okay. Like, I like the glowy bronzer look, but I just am trying to get through my bronzers because, like, how many bronzers does one person need? I don't even have that many. Like, bronzers is probably like the smallest part of my collection. Like, I only have like 4 or 5, but I just figured I would start with this one. It's super light and I go in with a lot of products, so hopefully it won't be too hard to get through. And then my last like little single item is the Wet n Wild pressed powder. I broke this actually and like got rid of a lot of it, but I did use this for quite a while and I was like making a good amount of dentage in it, but here is what is left. I do like this powder. I think it's really nice. I think it's a good shade, so I will definitely like finish using this up. It's super easy. Like, you can see pan, you can see like, I just don't think it'll be very long before I use that. And then I decided to choose one palette, and this is not necessarily to use it up, but to at least hit pan, show it some love, get some good use out of it, because I love this palette and I think it's beautiful, but I just don't reach for it enough. So I've actually used this the last 3 days in a row, and I really, really love it. I mean, it's always beautiful looks. I did like such a pretty, like, super easy cool tone look with it. The first day, yesterday, I did like more like pinky purple tones, and then today I kind of went for like just the warm orangey type shades, the like true warm tones. So I just think that's fun, and I think that I chose this strategically because Anastasia Beverly Hills is like one of the like, how do I say this? Like, the cost of their shadows versus how much shadow you get is like really crappy. Like compared to other brands, like this is like really high up if you look at how much product is in their palette. So I always see people hit pan on the Anastasia Beverly Hills and they're like, wow, I hit pan on it already. And I'm like, yeah, because there's barely any product. So that was kind of my thought process, is that this is going to be super easy to hit pan on. So yes, I'm taking the easy way out on my first project pan, but I'm just trying to get started. So I'm excited about using up this makeup. Hopefully you guys are excited. Let me know if you want updates, how often you want updates, all that jazz. And I will definitely do that for y'all. So that's basically everything. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.